Greetings and welcome. I'm Psychic Medium Roberto, and I truly hope you're doing well. I'm led by Spirit. I'm guided by Spirit. Trigger warning: the subject matter is of a mature nature and deals with true crime events. Disclaimer: all cases are treated as alleged until proven in a court of law. Well, I believe if you've been watching real-time series Kate Middleton, I believe I have found Anne, Princess Royal. This will be regarded as the missing episode. I just released episode 18, as you know, but you'll know in the playlist there's only 17. And having just done that show, the Southport visitation, and I'm just going to grab that thumbnail here quickly. I'm recording this episode currently October the 13th. I released this on Saturday. And what actually transpired was I was reviewing the episode, even the Southport episode, just going over the numbers. In fact, I was preparing to do the follow-up of Helena and Milton to get it out to the States. And then I started reviewing this episode as well. And unfortunately, I believe I found Anne, or at least what transpired with Anne. Just before we get going, there's a post here. I've left my metadata so you can see. I've been trying to find Anne for a while, and I know you've been asking for the episode, What's Happened to Anne? So this was done in September, but I'm just showing you my metadata. But what's more important, Princess Anne touches down in Australia for agricultural conference. Now we also know, I don't believe I've got that one, or was it here? Oh, that's Wimbledon. There was the issue during the Olympics. She had to go see her daughter or whatever. I don't have that. I don't have any proof of that article or anything, but we know that she went to the Olympics. Now, when I saw this, so there's that Anne there. Princess Anne touches down in Australia for an agricultural conference. And this was posted, I see, 17th of September 17th. And 16 hours, so that would have been just more or less. It's the pedantic nature. So 16 hours. So it would have been around about the 16th. 16/7, 9 brings again 16/7. They love their 16/7s. We saw that in the Bridgeport visit. Here's the other Anne. Princess Anne is unrecognizable. Oh, so they're admitting, of course we can see it looks very, this is probably 20 years younger, 10 years younger. I haven't tapped into it. I'm not going to go there. Wimbledon unearthed photo. All right, regardless. For whatever reason, perhaps because she's the old guard, I've always had a connection with her. And perhaps it's the sixes. Sixes generally attract. It's the nature of the six. It's the energy. It's the source. So look what happened here. I was going over this calendar again. Now this is what transpired And we spoke about this in the previous episode. Beautiful portal sequence. So we know that the narrative at this time was Anne has a head injury caused by a loose horse. Okay, that's the narrative, yeah. We know June 26th she goes to hospital, according to the narrative. There was concern at the time because although the Japanese were getting into town, and we will go there now with these guys, that's very significant actually. The concern was she was due to go to Canada, right? So the concern was, how bad was the head injury? Will she still make the trip? What is going on? Is Anne safe? Is Anne okay? Then you'll recall, Princess Anne's health update suggests head injury more serious than believed. Remember, they gave the impression she was a bit wonky. We thought it might just be an overnighter back home, can meet the Japanese on Wednesday maybe, tea. Husband and his blue carry little bag that everyone made a thing about. Let's cause a red herring distraction for the public. But meanwhile, then this narrative goes, she's released June 28, right? And effectively, we've never seen Anne ever since, isn't it? So what happened to Anne? I believe I found something. Now, in the previous Anne episode, I earmarked Saturday, June 22, treachery in the house. Backstabbing motherfuckers. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do this. I'm just going to swap mom out here. And just put Anne, because we need to double check trace. Yeah. All right, so that's the narrative. Then I started thinking, why would something happen to Anne when everyone knows the Japanese, now it wasn't Prime Minister political, it was the Emperor. One could even imagine the Blood Emperor. So this is how I found Anne. June 24, the Japanese are in town. Anne is supposedly in hospital. So on the shop window, because we'll do the 369, on the shop window, so this will be our starting point. Just checking something. This will be our starting point anyway. (24/6) homecoming, family number, on the surface, warm, stands at the door welcoming, it's family welcome, it's guests arriving. I see a 666 conflict here, which I didn't see before. If we stay on the bloodline lens, which I believe we may need to, considering who we're dealing with. Is this a joining then of two bloodlines here? Well, not joining, but of a meeting. So yes, 12/3 is cordial. It's a gathering cordial. It is a positive number, 12, 3, 1, 2, 3 on the literal. It's a meeting, but it's more of a meet. It's more than just a meeting. It may include a bit of champagne and wine. Hidden 33. Now, why is there a hidden 33? So, hidden 33 speaks about the matriarch, speaks about the high-ranking feminine energy, and I'm sure we can all agree that Anne fits that bill. In fact, look here, 38, 11, 2, 22, 11, 2. So I did a preliminary scan. Of course, I'm picking up some new information. We spoke about previously, the bigger the numbers, the sample pool decreases. So was the banquet in honor of Anne? I don't think so. The sitting monarch, and this is from all the previous episodes. Let's see if we can find him quickly. There he is. Let's just refresh ourselves here for the new viewers. Thank you for joining. I want to say Prince Charles almost. King Charles, the now outwardly Blood King, came out May 14, 2024. He came out as the Blood King. Treacherous numbers on that day. Blood for sure. The monarch butterfly. Now we must appreciate in the beginning, and this is relevant. In the Alice in the Wonderland story, because I always wondered, why would the monarch be here in Britain? We can say everyone shares ideas, right? The 10-1 people, penguin people, all in different metropoles around the world. That story actually originated in England, that I discovered during my MK Ultra videos. The story that Alice Wonderland was written in England. I didn't know at the time, American popcorn. But interestingly, on the release of all those Monarch videos, movies, in both cases, in the Tim Burton version, as well as the original, I forget who directed it, beg your pardon, I'll put the slide up here. Both release dates, decades apart, honor the Monarch King first, the location of the birth of Monarch. I'm on the wrong slide. It looks the same, right? Looks the same, must be the same. Ha 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 ha. I'm a great fan of Anne. But then Anne. So what happened to Anne? We ask ourselves. What transpired? Now have a look here. So this is the event day from the Japanese arriving banquet scenario. Banquet. if we go +3 on the arrival of the Japanese, which is here, +3, this is all in just scanning over what I discussed in the previous video. I found a thread. So the +3 when the Japanese arrive, 27.9, this is intention. Look what's hidden, 33.6. Sacrificial number. Who is on, who does it impact? I believe 15.6. Now why is Anne at the banquet? 1. When she's supposed to have been in hospital. Okay. There's a ghastly number here, 41.5. This is what humans do to bodies after the fact. Now we go to the +6. Yeah. A little bit of treachery coming over me. So the +6, if we're looking at the day of arrival, we see a 33. One could argue a matriarchal number. Hidden when they arrive, but open in the +3 and open in the +6. In other words, visible. We have the elusive 44.8, seen in the Southport incident, seen in the December Kate Middleton incident. So what is going on here? We see a treacherous 9, ladies and gentlemen. So let's backtrack. If we go 3 days back, 1, 2, 3, this day, and it turns out to be the portal sequence day. Let's say, for argument's sake, this becomes day 1. Because we already know based on previous episodes, there's a murder already has taken place here. So this day here, I'm going through it again. If I get the same outcome, I've got to get the same outcome. Not got to get it, but if I get the same outcome, it confirms. So here then would become the +3 from when we believe Anne, or I believe Anne had initial contact with this scenario. Because here is Anne. Now we're switching. Look here, 3811-2. Anne is there, trapped, hidden. So Anne is there. There's her number. So why the fuck is she there? It lines up with the previous reading as well. In the +6, now we've seen the physical now the +6 is the human experience of what went down. Premeditated. There's Anne in the middle. Sacrifice. Ghastly hors d'oeuvres. And now, if we go to the +9, and look here, it ties up with the previous reading as well. We came in from a different route on this reading. There's it here. Look, linked there. It ties up with the previous reading there. I've been trying to do the Anne show because obviously it's part of the sequence of events that went down at this time. I had a moment feeling perhaps people are thinking I'm avoiding the situation, but I've tried many times. I've been keeping little snack bits like you've seen. Beg your pardon. That is fake. That's like the fakest of the fakest, right? Now, let's just be real and imagine for a moment 17.8, the green feet things. You know, the question also remains, and we raised this previously, and that is, there's been a purge of the woman, isn't it? And in the previous episodes, this picture was picking on me dramatically. I even wanted to make it this episode's thumbnail because I believe that this, of course, I always knew she had passed based on the initial reading where we discovered treachery had happened here. But if the narrative was to be believed, that she left the hospital on Friday and then since carries on duties again. So not only have I double confirmed the sequence within the calendar that I spotted now, but there is a confirmation from the previous reading as well. And it's this day here where I believe, and of course it happens to be in a portal sequence, isn't it? On one hand, I'm happy, in a sense, finding Anne, because it has been bothering me. And we now have the missing episode. Oh, what I was going to say, beg your pardon, empath levels a little bit higher. I was going to use, as mentioned, this picture here. But Anne insisted on this one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the circus continues. And it's interesting, well, not really interesting, but when Charles took over, a lot of changes happened. All sorts of transactions being fulfilled. He's been waiting patiently. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please leave your comments, your thoughts. I do love engaging with them. Let's keep the tellies on and continue watching some of that puppet show. Please stay safe, stay alert. See you in the next one. Bye for now.